guys, it's Jodie and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be filming my entire FairyLoot collection, and for those of you who don't know, I've been subscribed to FairyLoot for a very long time. We're talking 5 years, so I have 5 years worth of books to go through. I've been a subscriber of theirs since 2017, and yeah, as you can see behind me, I've accumulated a lot of books from their book boxes. So these will include like signed exclusive special editions, ones that have different covers to the standard versions, and also collector's editions from like box sets they've done besides their monthly like boxes. So for those of you who don't know what FairyLoot is, they are basically a young adult monthly subscription service. So this is not sponsored at all. I have been a rep for FairyLoot in the past, but I'm not currently. And yeah, I bought all of these like with my own money, and this isn't sponsored or anything. I just wanted to show you guys my collection because I know a lot of you are interested in special editions and things like that. So yeah, FairyLoot basically is like a monthly subscription. So every single month I receive a young adult box in which I usually get a hardback which is exclusive and is also signed by the author, as well as bookish goodies. They now also do, I think it's a new adult or adult book only subscription that you get every month as well. So whilst I was a rep, I got like some of the books from that, but unfortunately I'm not on the list for that. I hope that I can manage to get off the wait list and join the adult one as well. Yeah, at the moment there is like still a wait list to get on to FairyLoot subscription list, but I will leave their website link down below. They do amazing special editions, and obviously considering I've been subscribed to them now for 5 years, you can tell I'm a big fan. So yes, I want to show all my editions that I have, and I'm very excited. There will probably be the odd one I'm missing in terms of like when I've been picking these off my shelf. I might have missed a couple on my shelves and forgotten they were FairyLoot editions, but I do have every single one. I've never skipped a month, and yeah, so yeah, here we go. Let's just go through it. So I'm just gonna like grab from behind me and go that way. I feel like it's gonna be the easiest way to do this. This is probably not a good idea to be filming this video on today when it's currently a heat wave and very warm. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into synopses about each book. I'm literally just gonna show them and then move on because this video is gonna be very long. So make sure you go and grab yourself a drink, but let's just get straight into it. So the first book I have is a paperback which was an extra in a box, and this is of Twin Crowns, and this is by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle, and this is a gorgeous edition. This is very unique compared to the standard edition. So it is navy with gold foiling on it as well, and this is what it looks like, and it has these gorgeous sprayed edges as well, and then inside it is signed as well, which is amazing. So sometimes FairyLoot will add an extra book into their boxes as a little treat, which is very nice. So I have this paperback. I also have this one as well, which I'm pretty sure came from a FairyLoot box, and this is The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. This is a sapphic vampire story, and it is also signed as well, which is really cool. Then I have this copy of After Love, which has the pink sprayed edges, and this one is also signed, I believe, which you can see here. So yeah, we have those paperbacks. Then I'll just grab these three together because they're all by the same author. So we have these Bridget Camera books, and sadly I missed out on one in the trilogy in the FairyLoot edition. I don't know if it's the second or third. I think it's the second one. I wasn't like a huge fan of this book anyway, and I still haven't read the rest of the books in the series. I want to one day, and I do still want to collect the second one in the FairyLoot edition so this set is complete. But yeah, basically I have A Curse So Dark and Lonely. This is by Bridget Camera, and this is a retelling, well, a loose retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but it has some really good representation. And this one is signed as well, and I think this is like a really cool sticker. And this is what it looks like here. So it has this gorgeous like rainbowish kind of vibe going on here. And then this was in the days where not every book had a sprayed edge, by the way, so you can also tell that I read this in the bath. But yeah, I have this one. Then I have the third one, which I pre-ordered, like they did this separately. So this one is signed, and I don't think there's anything underneath this one either, but again this has the kind of embossed silver and then the same spine as well, and they also come with like little ribbons in them, and these are really gorgeous. They're very small. Then in one of the monthly boxes we got Defy the Night by Bridget Camera again, which is the same series. This is a separate one, and this is gorgeous, but they still kept the silver shiny vibe going on this one as well. This one does have like lilac sprayed edges. It also came with a ribbon, and it is signed as well, so it looks like this. And then we do have art under the dust jacket. So there is this small little detailing here, but then we have character art on the dust jacket, which is very, very pretty. I love that FairyLoot do this for like all of their books now, and they usually also emboss the actual naked book, which I think is like a really nice touch. Then we have Fable by Adrian Young. Now I'm pretty sure this is from FairyLoot. It doesn't say, I don't think, inside. Usually it will say like in association with FairyLoot or a FairyLoot exclusive. It doesn't say anything, so it could be a Lumicrate, but I'm pretty sure it's FairyLoot. So yeah, it is signed inside, and it has the blue sprayed edges as well, and this is what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. I don't know if I do prefer this though to the original. Sometimes I do prefer the original covers. This one doesn't have anything underneath either, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this was from FairyLoot. Then next we have Fire and Ice by Sarah Beth Durst. So this is from quite some time ago. Like, this is very, very early on FairyLoot days. No sprayed edges, but it is signed inside. And this one also doesn't say FairyLoot exclusive. However, I definitely did not buy this separately or pre-order it, and I have only ever really been subscribed to FairyLoot until recently when I subscribed to Lumicrate last year. So considering how old this is, I'm pretty sure it's from FairyLoot, but it doesn't have any special like qualities to it. It's literally just the hardcover with the signed edition, so I'm pretty sure this is from very early days of FairyLoot. Then next I have these 3 Elizabeth Lim books, which are some of my favourite books that I actually own. I think these are absolutely beautiful. I love the pastel colours, and I love how even though these two are duology, this spine still matches. Like, I just love it. They're absolutely beautiful. They have these gorgeous sprayed edges, as you can see here. They are just gorgeous. So we have 6 Crimson Cranes, which is this one here, and I love this. I cannot choose between this one and the original cover because I love both the same. They're both just so pretty. So this one is signed, as you can see inside here, and then we have this absolutely stunning art on the naked book, which is just so beautiful. Look how nice that is, and the level of detail on this is so gorgeous. But then we also have some gorgeous character art under the dust jacket as well, which is lovely. So I really, really love this edition, and I'm really happy that FairyLoot did it. And then I have the Spin the Dawn duology. So they look like this, which are just like, I just don't even need to describe how beautiful they are, because just look at them. Like, I'm literally obsessed with these books. They both have like a little quote on the back and then the sprayed edge. Again, these are both signed, and Spin the Dawn has this art under the dust jacket on the naked book, which is very pretty. And then we have the character art as well. And then Unravel the Dusk looks like this on the naked book as well, which is very, very pretty. And then we have this character art under the dust jacket as well. So yeah, absolutely obsessed with those. Definitely my faves, and I love them. Then next we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sulin Tan, and this one is the FairyLoot edition. Again, cannot decide between this one and the original, which I prefer because they are just so stunning. But this has the best sprayed edges. Like, I definitely think these are some of the best sprayed edges I've seen on a book ever, and probably one of FairyLoot's best. Like, look at the detailing on here, they're just gorgeous. So this one has this really cool character art on the actual like end pages. So we've got this art here, and then at the back we've got this art, which is just beautiful. So I do like that when FairyLoot don't print it on the dust jacket, they still print it like on the end pages. And then we have it embossed underneath with this design here, with this rose gold, which is just so pretty. Like, I absolutely adore this. I think it's gorgeous, and I'm just so happy that I have this in my collection. So next we have The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio. This is so beautiful. It's very, very vibrant, and it's just a really, really nice edition, and it has these amazing sprayed edges. This is gorgeous. I recently read this and I really enjoyed this book. If you like Spirited Away by Ghibli, you will love this book. But it has gorgeous art. Like, look at this. Does that not just scream Spirited Away? So beautiful. This book is inspired by the myth and legend of the sea god, so it is a really, really fun time if you like mythology or like folk tales or anything. But it is inspired by Korean mythology, and just look how gorgeous that is. And this is signed as well, so there we go. And then underneath we have this gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. Absolutely love it. Look how beautiful that is. So next we have Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Cursed by Skelco. Absolutely adore these books. So these are both the FairyLoot editions, and this is what the spines look like and the back. And then we have gorgeous sprayed edges. These are so beautiful. I'm still blown away by them, but underneath is definitely the best part. Oh, and this, like, hi Wrath, I love you. Each of these is signed. Underneath the dust jacket for Kingdom of the Wicked we have Amelia and Wrath looking stunning, love that. And then we have Wrath embossed onto the book, which, like, just wow, absolutely incredible. Love. I actually have these displayed like this on my bookshelf because I just love them so much. Then Kingdom of the Curse has this artwork under the dust jacket, which again is beautiful. But then we've got Amelia on the cover of this edition, which is so cool. I absolutely adore them. Then next we have the beautiful trilogy by Renee Ahdieh, which I really like as well. I've only read the first one so far, but I really enjoyed it. And this is about vampires, but vampires aren't the main focus in this, like, necessarily. It's a vampire story, but it's not what you're going to expect, but it's really good and very gothic. I love it. We have the beautiful, which is signed, if I can find the signature. So there we go, we have the signature, and then we just have red sprayed edges. So we just have artwork under the dust jacket. Then we have the Damned, which has the lilac sprayed edges, and this sadly doesn't have any artwork under the dust jacket, it just is signed, so it's kind of sad. I was, not gonna lie, disappointed by the other two editions because I felt like there was so much they could do with this, and this is the exact same cover as like the standard one. I'm not sure if the colour of the dress is slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. But it has the teal sprayed edge, it is signed as well, and this one also doesn't have anything underneath. Then next we have volume 1 and 2 of Heartstopper in hardcover, and these have sprayed edges, but they do have really beautiful foiling on the spines, and they also have artwork underneath as well, which are just gorgeous. So we do have these really nice papers, but then underneath we have Nick and Charlie looking adorable, absolutely love. Again, I have this one displayed like this on my bookshelf, and then we have Nick and Charlie and Nellie, I believe, underneath this one, which is so cute. I love it. Then next we have the Serpent and Dove trilogy as well, and this is by Me Horan, and I've only read the first book, but I absolutely loved it. So we have the FairyLoot edition, which looks like this. It is embossed, it has the gold foiling and has these really pretty sprayed edges, and then this one is signed as well. And then we have some character art under the dust jacket, which looks like this. Then we have Blood and Honey, which has the black sprayed edges. This is also signed and has character art under the dust jacket, which looks like this here. And then lastly we have Gods and Monsters, which has silvery sprayed edges. It is also signed, and we have this art under the dust jacket as well. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast, but it's very warm and I'm not even halfway through this pile, so I need to speed things up a little bit. So next we have Year of the Reaper, and this is by Michaela Lucifer, and this one has really cool art underneath, and then it also has art under the dust jacket as well. We've got black sprayed edges, and it is also signed. Then we have a Woven in Moonlight, and this is a really pretty cover. I do really like this. It has no sprayed edges. It is signed, which I think is really cute, and underneath we do have some art as well, which is very pretty. Then we have The Bright and the Pale, and this one has like a nice kind of metallic look to it. It's very gorgeous. I really like this one, and it has these really nice kind of glittery sprayed edges. It is signed as well, and then it has this on the cover, and then this is the character art on the dust jacket as well. Then next we have Shielded. This has the black sprayed edges, and this one is also signed by the author, and underneath it has this really cool, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the camera, but it's like embossed like into the book. It's kind of cool. Then next we have River of Royal Blood, and this one, I love the cover. I think it's so pretty. It's very shiny, and it has embossed pinky like purplish kind of writing. It has black sprayed edges. This one is also signed by the author as well, and it doesn't have anything underneath. Then we have Star Daughter. This is gorgeous, very metallic-y. Again, it has the gold sprayed edge. This is also signed as well. And then underneath, there is nothing on the actual book, but we have gorgeous character art, which is just so incredibly pretty. And we have To the Best Boys, which has a really cool cover. We've got kind of grey sprayed edges. So this is also signed by the author and has no art under the dust jacket. Next we have a Blood Sign, and this one is very gorgeous and it has a really nice bright blue sprayed edges. It is also signed, and underneath we have the same art on the actual naked book, and then we have really pretty art under the dust jacket as well. Then next we have Beyond a Darkened Shore, and I love the cover of this. I think it's so pretty, and this has no sprayed edges and it doesn't have any art under the dust jacket either. I do believe I got a book plate to stick in with the author's signature, so I did do that, which is here, but that is that book. Then we have The Beholder, which has these gorgeous pink sprayed edges. This has no art under the dust jacket, and it is also signed as well, which is really cool. That's a very big signature. Then we have these Rebel Waves, which has bright green sprayed edges. This one also doesn't have anything under the dust jacket, and it is signed as well. Then we have Forest of Souls. This doesn't have sprayed edges. It has no art under the dust jacket, but it is signed by the author. The next we have some Holly Black books. We have a first edition signed of The Cruel Prince. This was one of their books of the month, and oh, there's the letter. So this is signed. This is from quite some time ago, as you can tell, and there was nothing under the dust jacket. So this was like kind of early days FairyLoot as well. But I absolutely love the fact that I own a signed first edition of The Cruel Prince, because this is one of my favourite series, so I'm very happy that I have that. Then I also have the FairyLoot exclusive edition of How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories, which is purple. The original edition of this is white, I believe, and then there was a black edition you could get as well from Waterstones, but I did pre-order the FairyLoot one and I love it. It is very gorgeous and shiny. I feel like it fits Cardin's aesthetic very well. It has gorgeous metallic gold sprayed edges, like look at that. And then it has these lovely end pages. It isn't signed, which I'm not actually too bothered about, because this is just such a nice book. And then underneath it has this gold foiling on the cover, but no art under the dust jacket, which I feel like was a missed opportunity. We could have had some really nice Cardin artwork on there. But I absolutely adore this edition, and I think these sprayed edges are amazing. Then this one I'm pretty sure was FairyLoot's adult one, because this isn't my Illumicrate edition, it's not my Waterstones one, so I'm pretty sure this is FairyLoot's. And this one just has the black sprayed edges. It's the exact same as like the original cover, just in black, and it does have like a ribbon, and then it has really cool end pages that look like this on the front and the back. It doesn't have anything on the dust jacket, but we do have a gorgeous naked book, which, like, look how beautiful this is. I have recently showed this in a vlog, but it has this stunning, I think, quote on the back, which is really cool, and this moon design, which I love, and it is signed as well. Then next we have Fire with Fire, and this one has a really nice cover. It also has bright yellow sprayed edges. It has a really cute little design on the naked book as well, and then we also have some artwork under the dust jacket, and there is the author's signature. Next we have Nocturna, and this one is a really cool mosaic cover. We have bright blue sprayed edges, and it is also signed by the author, but has no artwork under the dust jacket or on the naked book. And next we have Incendiary, I think is how you pronounce it, and this one has red sprayed edges. It is signed by the author, and it does have some artwork on the dust jacket, which is really cool, which looks like this here. Then next we have Forest of a Thousand Lanterns, and I love this cover. It's so pretty. This is, I believe, I think from 2018 FairyLoot, so there's no art under the dust jacket. It is just signed by the author. We have this little book plate. This is a really beautiful book. Then next we have the Hazelwood, and this one doesn't have anything underneath, but it is signed, and it has some pretty end pages. Although the book is slightly embossed, I don't know if it will show up on camera, but it is embossed a little bit. Then we have The Shadows Between Us, which looks like this. This is different to the original cover, which I believe is red, and this one does have art on the dust jacket, which looks like this. Sadly, when I read this book, I did not really enjoy it. I think I gave it 2 stars, and it is signed as well. I'm going to take a quick break because it is far too warm and I need a drink and I'm hungry, and then I will continue with the rest, but we're nearly halfway. So next we have the Vicious Grace. I recently got this one, and this one is yellow. I think I prefer the original one, which has like lilac on it, and it has these yellow sprayed edges. It does also have this really nice end papers, so it doesn't have any art on the dust jacket underneath, but this is the end pages. But I think the actual book itself is embossed like this, which is gorgeous. Like, wow, I absolutely love this, and it is also signed. Then we have the FairyLoot exclusive edition of Beasts of Prey, which has the purple design here, and then this is signed as well. Then next we have Raybearer, which has these really cool sprayed edges. This is a very small hardback. It actually isn't signed, which is a very rare thing and it doesn't have anything underneath. I'm pretty sure that this was a FairyLoot edition, but this is like one of those odd ones that just doesn't have a signature or anything, but it's a really cute edition. Then we have Grace and Fury, which I did read years ago. This just has some text on the naked book underneath, but doesn't have any art. It has no sprayed edges, but it is signed. Then we have State of Sorrow, which is another small hardback. This has no art underneath, but is signed. Then we have Master of One, which has this metallic design. It has red sprayed edges. It is also signed and does have some art underneath. So this is the naked book. And then we have some character art under the dust jacket as well. Then we have Everless, which has no sprayed edges, no art underneath, but is signed. Then we have The Last Namsara, which doesn't have any art underneath or sprayed edges, but is also signed as well. Then we have the FairyLoot exclusive editions of A Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron, which are absolutely stunning. I'm pretty sure these are the FairyLoot ones and not the Luma Crate ones, because I own both. But these are absolutely beautiful the way they are designed. So this is what the front looks like, and then they have these gorgeous sprayed edges, which I adore. And then this is what the back looks like, and then this is the spine. And I think these might also be digitally signed. So yeah, I think this is a digital signature. I don't think it is an actual signature, but they both look like this inside. And Chain of Gold does have this artwork inside it. Chain of Iron doesn't. But yeah, this one has the artwork inside. But these are really, really gorgeous editions that I ordered separately, and I really, really love both of them. Then we have Ongsen Ivory. This one has black sprayed edges. I read this years ago and I really, really loved it, and I've been meaning to reread this for quite some time, but I still haven't gotten to it. I don't actually think this is signed. Well, at least mine isn't, but this was a FairyLoot edition and I did really enjoy this when I read it. Then we have the FairyLoot exclusive editions of the Dark Artifices. These are all hardbacks and these are beautiful. So this is the sprayed edges here, and then I will show the spines. They look like this. They each come with a ribbon inside that matches the colour of the edges. So we have Lady Midnight, which is very, very gorgeous, very similar obviously to the original cover. And then inside we have these end pages. Underneath it looks like this, which has a rune on, which I really, really like. And the same art is repeated in the back as well. Then we have this art underneath here for Lord of Shadows. The same art is repeated on the back, and then it has this rune underneath here. And then this is what the cover looks like. It is purple, which is very pretty. Then we have Queen of Air and Darkness, which has the pink aesthetic to it. It has this art underneath, and then the naked book looks like this. And we have a Girl Serpent Thorn, which looks like this underneath. So it has the character art, but no art on the actual book. Very, very pretty. And this one is also signed, and it has these really nice kind of pale sprayed edges. Then we have Girls of Paper and Fire. This has no art underneath, but is signed. And it does have these really pretty pink sprayed edges. Next we have the FairyLoot exclusive edition of the Prison Healer, which is purple and looks like this. It is also signed as well. This is what the back looks like, and then it has these really, really cool sprayed edges. And underneath it is embossed on the actual book with this gorgeous design. I really, really love this. I think it's very pretty. And we have gorgeous character art under the dust jacket as well. Then next we have a Wicked Fox here, which has the pink sprayed edges. It has no art underneath, but is signed by the author. Then we have the FairyLoot exclusive editions of Bonecryer's Moon and Bonecryer's Dawn, which look like this. Very gorgeous. They have these nice metallic-y sprayed edges. They are both signed as well, and underneath they have some art on their dust jackets. So this is the art on this one, and then the second book has no art. Then next we have A Circle of Shadows, and this one is signed as well. It looks like this. It has these grey purple sprayed edges, but has no art under the dust jacket or on the naked book. Then we have this big stack here. So as you can see, they all have different sprayed edges, so I'll just show them all together rather than individually. Very, very gorgeous sprayed edges. These were an exclusive set you could buy. So we have the two kind of Evenfall novels. These are all set in the same world, I believe. And then we have this set, which I can't remember what they're called. I think it's Iron Fae or something. So I'll just quickly show each book, not in order, but I'll just show them for quickness. The Iron Sword, and these are all signed, and they do all have art under the dust jacket as well, which I'll be very quick in showing just because there's so many to get through. Then we have the Iron Raven, which again is signed and has art under the dust jacket, which does look like this here, which I really like. I think this looks very cool. We have the Iron Knight, which is signed and has art under the dust jacket like this. And we have the Iron Queen, and the artwork looks like this under the jacket, and this is also signed. Then we have the Iron Daughter, Again, this one is signed and the artwork underneath looks like this here. And then lastly we have the Iron King, which has this green aesthetic going on, and underneath looks like this, and again is signed by the author. So that is all of those. I'm sorry I'm going really quick, but there's just so much to go through and it's really warm. Then we have the Sling series, which I'm not holding that very well, but they look like this. They have this gorgeous metallic, and then they have the coloured sprayed edges. So I'll quickly go through these as well, like I did the last ones. So we have Winter Keep, which looks like this. There is no art under the dust jacket for any of these books, but they are all signed as well and have really nice sprayed edges. So that's what the signature looks like. So we have Winter Keep, we have Bitter Blue, we have Fire, and then lastly we have a Sling, which looks like this. Next we have these Holly Vows, which looks like this. This one has these cool sprayed edges. It is also signed by the author as well, and it has this cool embossing on the naked book. And then we also have some really nice character art under the dust jacket as well. Next we have the Stardust Thief, which looks like this. I think the original colour is orange, so we got the purple for the exclusive edition. It has purple sprayed edges. It has really pretty end pages that look like this, and then there is more on the back as well. So it doesn't have any art on the actual dust jacket, but it does have art on the naked book, which looks like this here. Very pretty. And then there is a quote on the back as well, and this is also signed by the author. Then we have A Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I'm pretty sure I got this in a FairyLoot box. This has this teal sprayed edge. It has no art under the dust jacket, but it is signed inside. Then we have The Merciful Crow, which has no sprayed edges. It has art under the dust jacket, which looks like this, and it is signed inside as well. Then we have Only a Monster. So this has really cool sprayed edges like this here. It is really cool with the end pages, so there is none on the dust jacket, but is for the end pages of the book, which do look like this here, if I can hold the book properly. So I really like these. And then the naked book looks like this. It has purple foiling on it, and it is very pretty, and it is also signed by the author. Then we have Witches Steeped in Gold, which is in this really cool cover. So this doesn't have any writing on it, which I think is quite cool. So it looks like this here, and it is signed as well. And then underneath it has the same kind of geometric print on the naked book, which is cool. And then we have some artwork under the dust jacket. This is so tiny, it's so cute. And of course we have these really cool sprayed edges that go all the way around the book. Next we have Mirage, which looks like this. It has a purple sprayed edges, and then this is also signed by the author but has no artwork underneath the dust jacket. Then we have Eight Will Fall. It has no sprayed edges. It is also signed by the author, and then it has this little dude falling on the book. Then we have art underneath, which looks like this. Next we have this Golden Flame, which has a metallic design. It also has bright sprayed edges. We have art on the actual book as well, which is very pretty. And then there is art on the dust jacket, and it also has the tiniest signature I've ever seen in my entire life, but it's really cool. Then next we have Law, which I actually don't like the cover for this. I prefer the original, but it is still very pretty. I really like the spine here, and then we have the matching sprayed edges. This is signed as well. This is a book inspired by Greek mythology, and it has this really cool Medusa print on the front here, and then on the back we also have this, and then we also have some character art under the dust jacket as well, which is really cool. Then next we have this Geology by Chloe Gong, which is these Violet Delights and these Violet Ends. These are both the FairyLoot editions. We have sprayed edges, which are very pink and very pretty. They are both signed inside as well. There's nothing on the naked book, but we do have some character art under the dust jacket as well, which looks like this. And these Violet Ends doesn't have anything on the naked book, but does have some character art on the dust jacket. We have Her Majesty's Royal Coven, which looks like this. This one is gorgeous. I absolutely love this edition. We have this really cool sprayed edge with, I think, Latin on it, which I really love. And then it is signed inside, and then underneath has gorgeous art on the actual book. So this is what the book looks like. Very, very pretty. I love it. Next we have Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. I believe this was like a special one you could pre-order. It has these kind of sprayed edges. I don't know what colour they are. I think they're like yellowy gold. And then we have this art inside, which I love this art. It's so gothic. And this is the back as well. And then the actual book looks like this. So it has gold foiling on. It has a quote on the back, and this is the design. I love this edition. I think it's very, very pretty, and it is also signed inside. Then we have Gilded by Marissa Meyer. This was a pre-order you could do, not part of the monthly box, and this is what it looks like. It has gold all over it and a quote on the back. Very, very gorgeous. It has these really pretty end pages inside as well, and it is also signed by the author. Then we have City of Dusk, which is one of their monthly adult ones, and it has black sprayed edges. It is also signed by the author. It has these cool end pages. It has this gorgeous gold design underneath. Then we have the fairly exclusive editions of the 3 books in the From Blood and Ash series. So the spines look like this. I really love the spines. And then we have these sprayed edges as well, which I love because they're like swords. Like, look how cool they are. The faces on the characters I don't particularly like for these editions, but they're still really pretty. So we have From Blood and Ash, which looks like this. And this is the full book here. Very, very gorgeous. We have these end pages, and all of these are also signed as well. And then underneath is this incredible detail on the naked book. Look how beautiful that is. And we also have some character art under the dust jacket. Then we have A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which looks like this here, which is also very, very gorgeous. We have red end pages, and then this is signed, and then underneath the naked book looks like this here. And then we have our character art on the dust jacket. And then lastly we have A Crown of Gilded Bones, which looks like this here. So this is again signed. We have these end pages, and then this one underneath has this detailing. And then the character art under the dust jacket looks like this here. Then next we have Jade Fire Gold, which is a gorgeous edition. I definitely prefer FairyLoot's edition. We have this really cool pink dagger sword thing on the sprayed edge, which I love. I have this face out on my shelf because it's so pretty. It is also signed as well. Then we have this gorgeous embossing on the naked book, which I just think this is beautiful. And I love this character art on the dust jacket as well. Then we have this beautiful edition of Once Upon a Broken Heart. I love this, and I love this book, but look at these sprayed edges. Like, they are so, so beautiful. I'm obsessed. But I love the pink. Like, this is gorgeous. It's also signed, and then under the dust jacket we have some character art as well. But look at this naked book. Like, isn't it absolutely beautiful? Like, I'm sorry, but this is one of the prettiest books I own for sure. And then the character art as well, just so beautiful. Like, I love it. Oh, and this also has end pages like this. The extra detail that they have in here is just incredible. Like, I love this edition so much. Okay, so lastly I have 3 book sets to show you. So I have the Diviners by Libba Bray. So I'm not going to show these underneath because they literally just have like a small kind of like insignia on each one, which is on the spine of each book. But we have the first book, the Diviners, which looks like this. And it has this here. This is also on the naked book. No character art on the dust jacket, and it doesn't have end pages sadly, but they are all signed like this. So that's the first one. Then we have the Lair of Dreams, which looks like this here. They'll have black sprayed edges if I didn't already say that. And then we have Before the Devil Breaks You, so it looks like this. We have the King of Crows. And that is all of the Libba Bray books. And we have the Ember in the Ashes. These are beautiful. They have such gorgeous sprayed edges, which look like this. They have this really cool geometric print on. So I'll quickly go through these as well. So each of these is signed, which looks like this. And then we have an Ember in the Ashes, which is like this. And then underneath it has this really kind of faint design on it. Then we have A Torch Against the Night, which looks like this here. And underneath has this print on it. Then we have A Reaper at the Gates, and this one has this design underneath. And then lastly we have A Sky Beyond the Storm, which looks like this just here. It is pink, and underneath the dust jacket it has this design on it. Then lastly we have the City of Brass trilogy, which look like this. These also have like a geometric pattern on the sprayed edge like this, which is very, very pretty. I'll quickly show you guys these. So we have City of Brass. These all have the same covers as the original ones. They are all signed as well, and then they have nothing on the book but do have character art under the dust jacket. We have Kingdom of Copper. I think I might be going in the wrong order, but whatever. I honestly don't know what order this series goes in. I haven't read them yet. And then underneath we have this artwork, and then we have Empire of Gold, which looks like this. And then underneath this one we have this character art here, which is my favorite. I think this is so beautiful. So yes, that does conclude my entire FairyLoot collection. I haven't counted, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot because I get at least 12 books a year from them, and then I also get some like special editions or extras. So over 5 years that is a lot of books, but I have no regrets. I love all of these books. I've read some of them. I am yet to read. Like, they're just so nice to have in my collection, and I just absolutely adore FairyLoot. So I will link FairyLoot's website down below. Like I said, I'm sorry that I've gone through these very, very quickly. I am very, very warm right now, and also it would just be far too long of a video to go through them any slower than what I did. I'm sure you guys can look through like previous book hauls of mine and vlogs to see them in more detail, or you can just Google it and look at pictures if you really want to see more like detailing of these books. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy seeing my FairyLoot collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any of these books, let me know, or if there's any of these that you really, really want, also let me know. And finally, let me know if you have read any of these, because I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on these books, because like I said, some of these I haven't read yet, so I'd love to discuss them in the comments with you guys. But if you did make it this far, leave a fairy emoji in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. I upload bookish videos every single week, and I do also have a Patreon for those of you looking for extra content. That's where you can find extra reading vlogs, live shows, a monthly buddy read, a monthly readathon. We have a Discord, I upload photos there, and just lots of other stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, then you can head to the link in my description box. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!